Have you ever stared at a massive Excel spreadsheet and thought to yourself, what am I even looking at? You see rows and columns of data, numbers, dates, names, but how do you make sense of it all? That's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. How to move from staring blankly at raw data to making smart, informed business decisions using Microsoft Excel. Welcome to BCIS 4350, Management Information Systems. I'm Dr. Joseph H.Schuessler, and today we're going deep into one of the most practical and valuable tools in your MS toolbox, data analysis using Excel. Whether you're planning to work in marketing, accounting, management, HR, or even launch your own business, understanding how to analyze data with Excel is a skill you'll use repeatedly in your career. Before we begin, I'd love for you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your classmates, and leave a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from or what you're most excited to learn. Every bit of engagement helps spread the word and supports fellow students like you. Now let's dive in. When we talk about data analysis in Excel, we're not just talking about doing math. We're talking about using data to discover patterns, identify trends, and support decision-making. For example, a marketing student might use Excel to figure out which social media campaign brought in the most engagement. A finance student might use it to determine which departments are over budget. Or someone in operations might use Excel to figure out why certain shipments are consistently delayed. At the heart of it, data analysis is about using facts, numbers, dates, and transactions to answer important questions and solve real problems. One of the first and most important steps in any analysis is understanding the data you're working with. Say you're given a spreadsheet containing customer orders from the past year. The rows might represent each transaction, while the columns tell you the date, the product ordered, the customer name, the quantity, and the sale amount. Before you do anything else, ask yourself, what am I trying to find out? Are you looking to determine which product sold best, which region had the highest revenue, or what times of year had the most sales? These kinds of questions shape how you analyze the data. Once your question is clear, you'll want to make sure your data is clean. This is one of the most overlooked steps in data analysis, but it's also one of the most important. Excel is powerful, but it's also very literal. If your spreadsheet is full of blank rows, inconsistent formatting, or duplicate entries, your results could be completely misleading. Cleaning the data might mean removing unnecessary rows, standardizing date formats, checking for typos, or separating combined cells, for instance, splitting full names into first and last name columns. Think of it like setting the stage. Before you can perform, you need a clean, organized environment. Once your data is clean and structured, you can begin exploring it using tools like sorting and filtering. Sorting helps you organize data in a meaningful order, like sorting sales from highest to lowest, or alphabetizing a list of customers. Filtering lets you narrow down what you're looking at. For example, if you want to see only transactions from the month of June, you can apply a date filter. If you want to isolate customers from a specific region or product category, you can filter by those fields too. These tools allow you to cut through the clutter and focus on the specific data that answers your questions. Now let's say you want your data to visually highlight certain conditions. Maybe you want to draw attention to numbers that are too low or too high. This is where conditional formatting comes in. With just a few clicks, Excel can automatically apply color coding based on rules you set. For example, you could use red to highlight low inventory levels, green for top-performing employees, or yellow for values that fall below expectations. Conditional formatting helps make problems and opportunities jump off the screen, which is especially helpful when sharing data with others who may not be familiar with the details. As you start working with larger data sets, you'll find that pivot tables are one of the most powerful features Excel has to offer. A pivot table allows you to summarize and reorganize data to answer more complex questions. For instance, suppose you have thousands of rows of sales data across dozens of stores. A pivot table can quickly show you total sales by store, by product category, or by time period, all without changing the original data. You can also apply filters, group your data by month or quarter, and break things down in a way that's easy to understand. For students doing internships or working on group projects, learning to use pivot tables can help you deliver professional insights that make a real impact. Once you've analyzed your data, you'll often need to present it to others. This is where charts and graphs come in. Excel provides several options for visualizing your results. You might use a bar chart to compare departments, a line graph to show trends over time, or a pie chart to show how a budget is divided across different categories. The key is to choose the chart type that best matches the story you're trying to tell. A well-chosen chart can help your audience quickly understand your message and take action based on your findings. In addition to these tools, Excel also supports a wide range of formulas that allow you to dig deeper. Basic functions like sum, average, max, and min are great for summarizing values. Logical functions like if and let you build conditions into your analysis. For example, you might flag any payment that is overdue by more than 30 days. Lookup functions like VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP are especially useful when you're working with data from different tables or sheets, such as matching customer IDs to order histories. The more comfortable you get with these formulas, the more powerful your analyses will become. Throughout this module, you'll not only learn the technical steps, but also when and why to use them. You'll apply your learning to practical examples that reflect real business scenarios. Whether you're analyzing survey results, sales performance, staffing costs, or customer satisfaction data, Excel is a tool that helps you make sense of it all. By the end of this module, you'll be able to clean data, sort and filter it, highlight key patterns, summarize large amounts of information with pivot tables, present your results with clear charts, and apply formulas to answer complex questions. In short, you'll be equipped with one of the most in-demand skill sets in business today: the ability to analyze and interpret data using Excel. If you found this video helpful, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone else in the course. And here's a question to leave you with. What's one decision you've seen, either in class, at work, or in everyday life, that could have been improved with better data? Thanks for watching. Keep turning data into insight and insight into action.